I lied. I don't care how cute they look. They still dangerous. Uh-oh.
Very dangerous driving again, and on a Friday afternoon.
It's
looks
Friday.
like if I'm not mistaken, it looks like there is somebody in that passenger seat. We're getting a little bit of a better glimpse now, unfortunately, as he travels westbound. We're fighting a little bit of glare from the sun here. Ooh, that was a close call. Some cross traffic there as he's continuing to blow through every single red light. He's having terrible luck with the red lights, catching all of them and blowing right through them. And that is really, really concerning. But I'm getting reports now that there might even be a third passenger. So a driver, a passenger in the front seat, and maybe even a third person
what car is
in
that,
the
Jack?
back seat. Bell Gardens still in this pursuit, although they have fallen back a little bit here. No, there they are. There they are. They're coming through here. Anybody else behind those two, Rob? We've got 1, 2, 3. 3 Bell Gardens Police Department vehicles and a LA Sheriff helicopter right overhead here. Look at him going the wrong way as traffic tries to turn onto Slauson through Western.
Hell no.
And this is really, really concerning when we see this kind of driving.
Yeah, pretty congested time of day, too, in that area in particular.
Looks like he's trying to figure out where he's going. He's not super accelerated right now. And keep in mind, and Chris, you may know this, but we had a pursuit. At least we showed the story of a pursuit earlier today that ended in, I think it was Sherman Oaks, where a Tesla ran smack into an LAPD vehicle. That was a really violent pursuit. And this one, at least he slowed down a little bit, but it has a similar potential.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it, though. This is 4:30 on a Friday afternoon in the middle of rush hour here. The way this guy is driving, extremely, extremely reckless at a high rate of speed, going the wrong way, coming really close to some of that cross traffic, just desperate to get away from those patrol cars. Cross traffic. And now they hear the sirens. Look at everybody stopping here, going through the intersection, slowing down. He is not slowing down. He's continuing in excess of 50 miles per hour down
you gotta chill, gang.
Now crossing 2nd Avenue in Hyde Park. We're continuing westbound towards LAX airspace, by the way, so we're going to keep an eye on that as we continue traveling towards the coast here. Now going the wrong way again on Slauson. A desperate individual behind the wheel to get away from those Bell Gardens units. They are being very aggressive, properly so, and it is definitely having an effect on his driving. You can see every time they pull up closer, he is pushing the pedal to the metal to try and get away, and that is what's kind of encouraging him to get over there. But look at him straddling that median with heavy traffic in both directions. Lots of cross traffic at each red light. He's continuing to just go right around it here. People crossing the street in the middle of Crenshaw Boulevard, cutting off that bus now at Slauson. Crenshaw, northbound Crenshaw off of Slauson, cutting off that city bus, that metro bus, slowing down. To make the turn there with him. He is really amping things up here as he tries to push his way through rush hour traffic in the middle of South LA here, over the tracks here, making a left turn onto 57th Street off of Crenshaw Boulevard now. A dangerous chase, guys, underway here.
And so dangerous to drive westbound too. You get that sun in your eyes, and it's so hard to see.
Yeah, the position of the sun. That's a good
great
point.
You're right about that. Yeah, that's a great point. I'm telling you, we're flying in the same direction, and he now has looks like he's picked up a limb off of a tree.
Yeah,
that's gotten caught under the hood there. But if his windshield looks anything like our windshield,
can you bring up that juice, that purple juice?
Extremely
I'm drinking right now.
Afternoon.
So the guy thought there's a crazy police chase.
The glare is very, very heavy as he travels directly into the sunlight. Now on another surface street.
That is a crazy police chase right now.
South. No tire. Look at that. The tire is off.
Goodness,
he must have said something when he ran that tree. He might have run over.
Oh my gosh!
He had a flat tire. The tire has come off. He's traveling at extreme speeds here with a rim. Nothing but rims on that front left tire. Sparks flying, trying to navigate through rush hour traffic here. Once again, going the wrong way on Dean Avenue as he travels through this very narrow residential street. Bell Garden still putting pressure. We'll widen out in just a second. I want to see just how far back they are. I think they're still keeping up unless they have canceled this pursuit. They are back there. They're still back there, but they have fallen back a little bit. This is not canceled. They're still engaged, but they've fallen back at least a couple of blocks, which you would expect when you see this kind of driving. At some point, you have to slow down and give this guy some breathing room because things are getting really, really desperate. And I would imagine at some point here, we may be seeing some mutual aid from the Sheriff's Department or LAPD as other law enforcement catch wind of what's going on here. There are at least 3 Bell Gardens police units down there, but look at them traveling at the end.
That ain't nothing.
Look at them flying that ain't nothing. Speed bump.
I don't know how he's maneuvering this.
Picking up air, sparks flying.
It's disintegrating.
Air, sparks flying.
It's disintegrating too. The faster he goes, the more the car is disintegrating. And thank goodness people are paying attention because those couple of intersections that he ran into easily could have been collisions if they were looking at something else.
Fighting the wheel.
Yeah, look at this.
Fighting that wheel. You're watching that fender crumble apart because it keeps every time it hits the pavement. I can't believe he's managing to maintain as good control of this vehicle as he is here. Another wild left turn here. Just trying to look for a spot to dump the vehicle. He is desperate to find a hiding spot where he can lose those black and whites, park the vehicle, and you're going to see 3 people, I imagine. My guess, guys, is you're going to see 3 people jump out of that car and run. Bell Gardens has now fallen back because they have the luxury of that airship pulling into an alleyway, and I think within minutes here, we're going to see them jump out of that vehicle.
It's incredible this car's been able to be maneuvered like this.
Bits and pieces are still falling off that vehicle right now, too. So I wonder how that the tire blew. Maybe it was that limb that he hit, but he seemed to be having some maneuverability issues prior to that, but we don't have any information that says he was hit by a spike strip or anything, or maybe it's just his erratic behavior, the way he's driving, and maybe a pinch flat or something like that. Nevertheless, this can't go on for much longer.
It might have even been a blowout. The way he's been flying over some of these speed bumps and other surface streets, it very well could have been.
They did him.
Full stop here, 66th and Long Street. The driver drops off 2 passengers. Trying to steal another vehicle. The driver is still in the driver's seat. 2 passengers looking for a getaway vehicle as they run Long Street. That's the driver right there.
Yeah, that's
the driver. The driver did jump out. That's the driver.
Yeah.
Another passenger.
It's lit right now. What about it lit right now?
Yeah, they're not going to get very far.
They're not in the best of shape either, so hopefully they'll just
He's
get
actually
tired
running.
and worn out. Because
You missed it though. He hopped out.
They're already slowing down a bit. And
slowing down, running out of steam. The trick will be if that sheriff unit can call LAPD units or Inglewood police into this area fast enough, because otherwise these 2 will eventually either find a hiding spot or jack another vehicle. So we'll see here as they come behind this tree.
They're dumb, low key.
See if they are continuing
to
run or if they are going to hide out there. They are on the corner of Gay Street and 66th Street. 2 people.
To your left. To your left. There they are.
Yeah, they're
nonchalantly walking down the street now.
Oh my God, you look dumb. You're dumb as fuck.
That's why in GTA you didn't shoot the helicopter.
It's just a matter of triangulating those ground units into this area and taking them into custody. But with other parked cars there, you saw them trying. The minute they jumped out, they started trying to see if they could find an unlocked vehicle, and now they may be even looking to jump into some private property.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It's a good example of why you always keep the doors locked and your fence is locked, because
look at that, all smiles too.
Wow.
Did you just see somebody coming down the road?
He leaving his bitch.
Maybe.
Oh!
It's going to be a foot pursuit here.
It's
going to be a foot pursuit. LA County Sheriff with 1 person at gunpoint. Another suspect continuing to run northbound. That's the passenger that they are going to hold there. And now the driver is in foot pursuit with those sheriff's deputies traveling southbound on Gay Street. He may have even tucked away somewhere.
There he is.
There he is.
Gang, run. Just run, gang.
There he is. That will do it. That will do it.
He's not
got his hands up, but he's not stopping.
He's not
stopping. You're going to see.
Dude.
You're going to see. This is not good. It's a taser. I was just going to say, you're going to see a taser here in 2 seconds. If he doesn't start,
he's going to run.
Hands and arms down, still walking around. This is trouble. Wow. He's got the taser squarely aimed at him. Now it looks like he may be prone out here. That deputy doing a great job. That's exactly the right thing to do there, because that was, I was just going to mention, you're going to see a taser show up here, and sure enough, he's now got him at gunpoint, and they are calling more units. more backup units into the area here, but he's going to be placed under arrest here in just a matter of seconds.
And they got the female as well?
Yeah, she gave up almost right away when the patrol car showed up. She was done running.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, she gave up, and he continued on. But let's thank our lucky stars. A couple of those intersections were really tricky.
Yeah.
Thankfully, people were paying attention and slammed on the brakes, including the bus. And they weren't looking at a phone or something like that.
That was a close call. I was worried about sparks too, igniting a fire, especially in these conditions.
These two were really squirrely, both the driving in the vehicle and even at the end there, once he saw law enforcement, still refused to give up.
The real soul.
Finally, though, he realized it was over, time is up, and now he's going away. But the driving throughout the course of that pursuit was really, really scary when you consider the amount of traffic we saw out there at this time of the day on a Friday afternoon. This could have ended so much worse. I know it seems like another run-of-the-mill GTA pursuit, but this one really had the potential to end in a deadly way. And thankfully, it looks like this is going to end as peacefully as possible.
Yeah, thank goodness.
If you're just tuning in, this is a stolen vehicle. That's the vehicle on the right-hand side. A Hyundai. Somehow it hit a branch. Maybe that's what was responsible for the flat tire. But once that flat tire hit on the driver's side of the vehicle, he lost his maneuverability. They gave up on the pursuit and they started running. They didn't get very far. All right, Chris, thank you so much for helping us on this. Good job. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Yo, it was crazy.
It was great because if they dead ass didn't have the helicopter.